Yo, welcome back to the Hero Brew podcast. My name is Max.
I'm Cam.
What's up? My name's Austin.
Okay, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the MCU versus DCU, but more as so like in a form of like future cast ideas. We're going to talk about some confirmed casts, some not confirmed casts, some fan casts. And then, we're going to start off with some news. There's been a lot of news for the past couple weeks. Or past week, honestly.
Yeah.
We obviously had the D23 Experience Expo, whatever. Not the actual D23 event, but it's like a side partner to the D23 event. Yeah. Austin, you wanna start it off, brother?
Dude, let's get it.
Let's go, dude.
Cracking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll rip through this because we have quite a bit. We'll stop for a couple of sections for sure because we want to go into some detail. First bit of news, I've broken down into the DC portion of our podcast news section. So first big bit of news that we got quite a bit, I would say, over the last week was that Clayface has officially begun filming, I believe, I'm struggling with what town it was in. Liverpool, I think.
Oh, was it? Oh, it's overseas.
I think it's England. I want to say it's in England, Liverpool, yeah. That could be completely wrong. Fact check me. I don't care. But we got our first look at Tom Reese-Harry's portraying Matt Hagen, a.k.a. Clayface, which was super dope to see. You see him as a normal human at one point. You don't see we're not going to see Clayface in the set photos for the most part. But we did see him with quite a bit of like bruising and bloodiness on his face and a bunch of like medical gauze, which I thought was pretty interesting. Alongside with this, we got a lot of Gotham speculation, and I know a lot of people online have been very adamant on trying to connect.
Is in Liverpool, by the way. You are correct.
Dude, that's just ball knowledge right there.
Yeah, they're using Derby Square and North John Street.
Sweet.
In Liverpool, England. It's being used to create Gotham City.
Sick. That's dope.
Yeah, good pull, Austin.
Speaking of Gotham, like I was mentioning before, the speculation that is going about online right now is all I wouldn't say all centered, but very centered around Gotham. Clayface is a big Batman villain to some extent, and we've seen little bits of news in correlation to the Gotham Examiner newspaper, which they showed the front cover of one of the newspapers that's going to be in the movie. We see a little bit of graffiti on the wall, and I thought that it was cool to note that on the graffiti, kind of covered by posters a little bit, you can see the words "the Jokers," which I thought was kind of cool. Kind of a play on words with the 3 Joker, I think, comic line. I forget the run. But I thought that was pretty dope to see. Alongside with this, we have a lot of people trying to make the connections between our Robert Pattinson Batman Gotham and the DCU Batman Gotham, trying to be the first to distinguish that it is the same. Whereas we have no confirmation, we have no evidence to say that it is for sure going to be him or it's not going to be him. But some things that they're looking at are the city logo, which does appear to be pretty similar to the one in Robert Pattinson's The Batman. However, the map of the city that we've seen a photo of doesn't look that similar, because in the Batman, they're on one big island with the water surrounding it. However, with the one that we're seeing in the Clayface releases, it does appear that it's split between 3. Now, it could be one portion of it that they're talking about in the Batman, so there's still hope. But seeing the map, it kind of drove me to be like, I don't think that this is going to be the same guy that's going to be portraying our Batman in the DCU. However, who knows? James Gunn may have different plans, and Matt Reeves' the Batman 2 could be a direct correlation to the DCU, which would be pretty sick. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Well, I want to ask you guys, do you guys want to see Robert Pattinson, Batman, in
DCU?
Superman? Yeah, in the DCU. Like, do you think it would be a good fit? I'm asking your guys' opinions first before I weigh in.
I mean, I wouldn't not like it, and I wouldn't, I don't know. It's a weird feeling, because I think that he would do really well. I think it would be a really good, push him into the DCU, because I thought that The Batman was a really good movie. For me personally, I thought that the overall tone and the darkness of that was very cool to see that version of Batman still trying to figure out, how he's becoming Batman. Very younger-esque, I would say.
Yeah, year 2?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, year 2 in the movie.
Yeah, you see a real darker tone where he's, not pulling his punches at all, really. And he's like trying to intimidate people to make sure like fear is the thing that he's known for, essentially, to try to eliminate as much crime as possible in Gotham because it's horrible.
Yeah.
I think that overall he's a tremendous actor, and I think that he would do really well in the DCU. And I think that he's capable of adapting whatever tone is needed. So I think that's where I would be like, okay, yeah, he would probably fit in pretty well. However, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a different Batman because there's quite a few fan casts that I've seen that I'm like, yeah, that would be really cool. There are, people that are very adamant on wanting to play Batman. But yeah, I think overall I wouldn't be upset, wouldn't be, super stoked either or. I'm kind of like 50-50 down the middle.
Yeah. How about you, Kim?
I can't speak really much about it because I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the Batman movie?
No, I started watching it a couple days ago. Probably got through like
It's long.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
I only got to the part where he goes into the apartment with the cops to investigate. So like probably 30 minutes maybe.
Yeah, dude, which is crazy because it's like that's the beginning of the movie and it's 30 minutes in.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure I'll have a better opinion if I watch it. But right now, I'm on the train of Alan Richardson being Batman.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Dude. He when the news came out that he like confirmed that he doesn't think he's playing Batman anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas James Gunn, I think, does have a plan for him. I don't think he's going to leave him high and dry because he's been very adamant on wanting to be a part of it, even if it's not Batman.
Watch them make him Aquaman again.
That'd be hilarious.
Dude,
like in Smallville.
That would be so funny.
Dude. It's crazy to me. I mean, like, if we get like a comic accurate like Aquaman, he could play him. Like the blonde hair.
Yeah, definitely.
The short blonde hair. Like he could definitely play it. He's buff, he's like as strong as Superman is, when he's in the water, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I personally I want Robert Pattinson to be in the DCU.
Okay.
The main reason for that, they would have to tweak, I think, the story a little bit more. But it's hard because it depends on what kind of Batman they're going for, right? If they're going for like the brave and the bold type of Batman, obviously, it's going to be a big buff Batman.
Yep. 100%.
Different storyline. But it's like the coincidences are like a little.
It's getting.
It's too much because it's like, obviously the Batman came out, a long time ago, and it was. It's weird that it's like, year 2. And then they made it an emphasis in the beginning of the Superman movie to be like, oh, this is 3 years after Superman's become
2,
public.
3, yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm glad we both know that those were brought up in the movies.
Yeah.
So all we've seen is Batman, like a silhouette of Batman in Creature Commandos.
Yes.
And
when
James
it's
Gunn,
what's his name fighting?
I forgot who's fighting.
One of the members is fighting, and he looks up and he sees him.
Yeah, and it's just like his silhouette. So it's like, and obviously James Gunn did that on purpose because he wanted to make sure like the Batman is present, but he's not shown yet, just in case they have to do different stuff. They're gonna take away how he looks and all this stuff. But I wouldn't mind it. I personally think it's dope because I think the Superman we have in David Sweat is not like a huge dude. He definitely got big for the movie, and I think he is pretty big, but I personally wouldn't mind having like a slimmer Batman. I know like me included, I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I thought his portrayal was great. I didn't like, obviously the fact that he killed people is weird, but I liked his portrayal. I liked how big he was. I liked his suit, all this stuff. And so it's like, I wouldn't mind having a different Batman at the same time. I don't know who, like, I wouldn't mind having like a slimmer Batman from like the animated shows where it's like Apocalypse War or what was it called, Justice League War, where it was like skinnier Batman and stuff. I wouldn't mind that at all. It just depends on what they want to do, how they do it. It's two very different tones of the movie, but like in Batman it's a very dark movie, and Superman it's a very bright and colorful movie. So we would have to see how it all meshes. I mean, like Clayface is going to be like a horror.
It's going to be a dark movie. Yeah,
it's going to be a horror movie. So it's like it looks pretty crazy right now.
If you see the tone, like when that movie opens up, like the same like camera look as the Batman, then it'll kind of like spark my interest a little bit more, being like, okay, I think he might be doing it.
And then obviously we didn't get any hints at Batman in Peacemaker yet, but we've gotten a lot of Gotham.
Yep.
A lot of Gotham, and so it's like, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, they did say, what's it called? Jitters Coffee is going to be going to the Gotham that Clayface is in. I saw that too.
From The Flash.
And from Superman. It was in the Superman movie.
Yeah, it was in the Superman movie. And not like, James Gunn, I think, said it was a shout out from the Flash TV show, because they made it big in the Flash TV show.
Yeah, definitely.
On the CW with Grant Gustin's Flash. And so, also wouldn't mind him, since we're talking about fan cast, I wouldn't mind him coming back as a Flash.
Exactly.
I thought he was great, but.
There was sorry to interrupt, but Tyler Hoechlin came out and said that he would love to play Batman.
Dude.
Let him, dude. He did a great job as freaking Superman.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Let him. We've seen him in. I don't know if you guys watched Teen Wolf.
Of course I did. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Everyone watched
some of it. I haven't seen all of it. I'll be honest. I haven't seen all of it.
It's good. You don't need to watch the movie. I mean, you could watch the movie. It kind of completes the story. Tyler Hoechlin, big in Teen Wolf. Obviously, he played a darker role in Derek, the character, and so he could definitely play like a darker character. And then in Superman, his Superman was I think me and Cam are the only ones that watched it, and like his Superman was perfect.
Yeah,
like it was up there with the top Superman in my eyes. So
dope. I've heard that one, and then I've also heard the Alan Ritchson one. Jensen Ackles, I've also heard.
Dean Winchester, hell yeah. And he's the only one that has played Batman in Gotham, some type of way. Well, no, he played Batman in the animated show, so like the Justice League War, the animated movies. Yeah, he played Batman.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a lot of options. I mean, I think
they could go into a person like David Cornsweet.
Exactly, could be someone out of nowhere. Like David Cornsweet, I think was a surprise for me for Superman, and then like Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Like that's, you think of those scenarios where it's like it really could just be anyone.
Because we only got Chris Hemsworth in Star Trek before that.
Exactly,
and he was in it for 5 seconds.
Right. But moving us forward so we can keep the train rolling. Alongside with our DC news, we also have seen the first 2 episodes of Peacemaker Season 2. And it surely has taken,
I've only watched the first one. No spoilers. Are you caught up, Cameron?
Yeah, I told you I was caught up.
I didn't know you were caught up on the new season. The last episode we made, which was last week.
Yeah, episode 2.
You didn't even started yet.
Yeah, dude. I finished it all.
You're further than I am.
I finished it all like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, they're all short episodes. So
Was episode 2 good?
Yes.
Yes.
Dang it.
Oh my God, so good. Like, taking flight to another level. Like, yeah, dude, they take flight. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Cameron's fucking smiling out of his house right now.
Let's just say the boy Eagly is a G. Huh. He is an absolute G.
I'll watch it after we're done with this.
I mean, my overall reaction to the first 2 episodes has been great. Alongside with this, it appears that the world is kind of agreeing on that. It's currently listed as the highest rated superhero show on Rotten Tomatoes.
Live action, right?
Live action, yeah, sorry. Because there's definitely animated shows that probably take the cake on that, but for live action, it is currently the highest rated one. Dude, I've just loved season 2 so far. It's really built off of what they ended with in season 1, and then they retconned like everything, like
from the DCU.
Exactly.
Yeah, Justice League,
which I thought was seamless. Then you see in episode 1, Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, which I thought was really cool, and it just really makes you think like, where can they go with this show? So it makes me excited for the rest of the season. And like I said, in episode 2, you're going to, you'll love it because there's so many, they're touching this like interdimensional route. And I think it's going to be so dope to see, especially with the character like Peacemaker.
Yeah. I've been paying attention to it. I've been paying attention to like the news, not so much spoilers, but like, obviously the first 5 episodes got released to like the entertainment scene, whatever, but like 6, 7, and 8, James Gunn said there's only a handful of people that have watched it, and he's keeping it very close because those 3 episodes, there's gonna be cameos in there, there's gonna be, and I'm like,
sweet,
who is it gonna be? Who do you guys think it's gonna be? Obviously the safest answer is the safest. That would actually be fucking crazy.
That would be so fucking
if it's Robert Pattinson's Batman, I would actually lose it.
What if it's him as like Bruce Wayne?
What if it's him? Austin, you're cooking because like I don't think I've heard that yet.
Like, what if it's not
I've
Batman?
heard like the safe answer, which is like Superman. Obviously, David Cornsweet. Like they showed his silhouette in the first episode, right? But they didn't actually show him, and so yeah, I mean, I wonder. Like, I would either say it's going to be the other Lanterns,
because
the show
they have their show coming up.
That's the next show. That's the next project I think coming out first before Supergirl and before Creature Commandos season 2. I believe the Lantern show is going to come out, and so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those are there.
It's just going to be Crypto and Eagly.
That'd be so funny. He just flies by.
Cameron's cooking too, dude. How would we get a dope ass like flying scene of Crypto and Eagly? That'd be fresh. What the heck? Yeah,
It'd be crazy.
I thought about it a lot. I guess not because I didn't think about Crypto. I didn't think about Batman. Maybe like
What if it's Jimmy Olsen and Mutant Toes?
It would fit. That's another one that I haven't heard. Austin, you're actually cooking.
That'd be hilarious.
Keep going. Just go ahead. No,
okay. Talk. Just give us Baby Joey. That's all I care about.
That would be so funny too.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, I love Peacemaker season 2. We'll give a full review once the season's over. Maybe like a mid-season review because you said there's a total of 8 episodes.
Yeah, I'm guessing I feel like we're gonna talk about it after episode 6. Like once episode 6 airs,
that's a safe.
I feel like because if episode 6, 7, and 8 are like crazy, then I'm sure we're gonna talk about it.
Definitely.
So I'll make sure to watch it, guys.
That's a highlight.
My bad. That's me.
Jeez, Max, hurry up and tell me to watch it forever, man. Gosh.
Dude,
Cameron's like, Max, I'm gonna need you to catch up.
I am.
Yeah,
that's
come on.
crazy to me.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're right.
I went to actually watch it this morning at work for a little bit, and I was like, I forgot what day it comes out.
It's Thursday. Yeah,
Thursday?
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. 3,
yeah. Moving along, Colin Farrell, who plays the Penguin in the Penguin series, which is also a great show, Cameron. You should give that a watch too after Batman. He read the script of the Batman Part 2, written by Matt Reeves, and on quote, he said it was extraordinary, which gives me a lot of optimism and hope. But it is pretty candid and very discreet that they're hiding. I mean, they're not going to share what they've read and things like that, but it does, leave your mind to wander. Will it have any connection? Yada yada. Will be an Elseworlds type story. But it just gives me a lot of optimism hearing that it's from another member of the cast that it's going to be great. And then the big news from DC that came out actually today was that James Gunn officially announces Superman Man of Tomorrow. Alongside with this, we had a bit of news. I believe a fan commented.
Yeah, I could pull it up real quick. He said there was a fan that commented on Threads.
Yep.
To
James Gunn.
To James Gunn.
The post.
And it was on Threads, and Daniel RPK actually retweeted and put interesting, but he said, so the conversation went, I'm a little confused right now. Is this the same movie you talked about in the past, the one where you said Superman had a major role but wasn't exactly a sequel? Or is this a different movie and this one is actually Superman 2? And James Gunn replied back, yes, sorry. This is the same movie. So the same movie he was talking about a couple months ago.
Okay.
And he's like, Superman has a major role. It's not Superman 2.
Got it.
That being said,
not
is
a direct
it just
sequel?
Not called Superman 2? Is it still a sequel to Superman? I think it is weird that David Cornsweet, Superman.
Nicholas
I'm blanking on Lex Luthor. Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor and James Gunn all reposted different pictures of Lex in his
armor.
In his armored suit. And I know everyone thought we were going to get that with what ended up being the Hammer of Baravia suit in the first one. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it is a sequel to Superman. Obviously, the success of that movie was really, really great. The financial success, I know people are talking about how it was like a fail, but I feel like the movies is the theater scene is in a
weird spot.
More of like a restart right now.
Yeah.
Like a lot more people are getting more comfortable going to the movies. They're not waiting for it to stream through Apple TV or whatever. And so I feel like the only guaranteed movie I think is going to be like $1 billion movie is going to be Avatar, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll see what happens. A lot of Superman, if this was released, I think 5 years ago, maybe like 6-7 years ago, it would have.
Not 5. 5 is like right
like
at the bad
6 years
spot.
ago, like 7 years ago, it would have been. If this released in 2018, 2019, it would have been
definitely
a financial success. I think it would have been $1 billion movie.
I agree.
Not just because it didn't make a certain amount of movie, or just because it didn't make a certain amount of money, like $1 billion. Superman is a success. The fans love it. We love it. Everyone across the board kind of loves it. So I know there's a lot of Zack Snyder fans, Snyderverse fans that are still hating on it, which I don't get. But
crazy.
Yeah.
I'll say about that, I wish we could see that storyline played out all the way through. But
the Snyderverse?
Yeah. They were going somewhere with like the Snyder cut of Justice League. I was like, damn, this is actually going to get hella good. And then you'll never know.
Yeah. But it's like too little too late at that point, and it sucks. But I agree with you on that. Like rewatching that movie, because I saw it when it first came out, the Snyder cut, Justice League. And then seeing the Snyder cut. Well, you say, sorry?
You saw the Joss Whedon's cut.
Yes,
the one that was released in theaters.
Sorry. Yeah. When I saw that, it did give me that same feeling of like, damn, I really wish this would have worked out.
About the Snyder cut. Okay. You're talking about Snyder cut.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you confused me there. I was like, what? What's going on?
Like, there's no way he's talking about the Whedon cut.
That's what I thought. I was like, there's no way.
Yes, that's the Snyder cut was the one that I was like, damn, I wish that they would have been able to let this play out.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but it's like, let's just, let's hope that this, like, I don't understand the unnecessary hate from the fans of that. Like, wouldn't you want to see the DCU also succeed? Like, because that would only springboard this comic line, which has had a ton of failing products for the past 15 to 20 years, roughly.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've had 2 good projects, Wonder Woman 1.
Yeah.
And then Aquaman 1.
Aquaman didn't hit $1 billion, did it? It was...
I think so.
Or did it?
The first Aquaman was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great movie. But did it hit $1 billion?
Probably. I don't think it did.
Probably came close, but I don't know if it...
That's
okay. His other movie did, Minecraft.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
The original Aquaman film... that's real. The original Aquaman film grossed over $1.1 billion worldwide.
Wow. Right. So he has $2 billion movies he's been in?
It's actually the highest grossing film based on DC, on the DC character. On a DC character.
That's crazy. That's insane. But, I mean, it makes sense. Visually, it was like so sick to watch.
It was cool. I loved that. I loved everything about it.
But yeah, Superman Man of Tomorrow, super stoked. Seeing all the photos, seeing it come straight from the source, James Gunn, gives me a lot of excitement to know like we have a good time frame of projects coming out with DC, and they're being very adamant on making sure they pace themselves because they don't want to overdo it, where they have some shows coming out like Peacemaker, Lanterns, then you have Supergirl. Like, it's just going to keep progressing, and I think that that's a really good pace that they're on. Moving forward quickly to our D23 Showcase New York updates. We have a few that I'll rip through that I thought were pretty cool that I included on here, and then I do want to cover quite a bit of the Marvel news that we got from the weekend, which I thought was super cool. A bit of Pixar news that I thought was really interesting was we got the titles of the next 5 projects, I believe, and a few of them are following in storylines of other movies that they've already released.
We got a lot of sequels and stuff.
Sequels, yeah.
Yeah.
Hoppers is a new movie that will be released in March 2026. Toy Story 5 is coming to theaters in June 2026.
I haven't watched Toy Story 4 yet.
I'll be interested to see. Yeah, I was gonna say
it's okay.
I don't think you won't need to really watch that probably.
I mean, I felt like Toy Story 3 was just like such a good stopping point.
Yeah, who knows? But go ahead.
Who knows? I mean, money, man. That's at the end of the day, like great films and their money. Like at the end of the day, Gato, which will come out in June 2027, which looks like it's about a little feline friend. That should be fun. Incredibles.
It's about a cat.
Yeah, it's got a little cat print, like gato, Spanish for cat.
Is that? Yeah, duh.
Yeah. And then coming in 2028 and beyond, no set time frame. Incredibles 3 and also Coco 2, which I thought was kind of interesting. I mean, I saw a tweet and I was like, dang, that they're not wrong. But it's like with Coco 2, I don't really know what's next.
I thought it was a good side.
Coco comes back.
Well, how?
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Fair.
Oh, watch out.
Thanos' snap affected the Coco-verse. It brought back Mama Coco. She's home.
She's home.
Moving forward to Star Wars, I don't know if you guys saw the photos released, our first looks at the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Yeah.
So, fun fact.
Yep.
Those photos actually are from the trailer that was released at CinemaCon like last year.
Fair.
So I thought it was kind of weird that they did the same exact thing.
Yeah, because I did have a little bit of deja vu when I saw them, because I was like, why do I feel like I've seen these?
Yeah.
But I think that they were just showing them more still images of it, and which is cool, but it's like I wish I would have seen something more. And maybe they did at the actual showcase, but I feel like that might have leaked.
Yeah.
Some of the photos that we saw, though, were AT-AT fight scenes, which I thought were really cool. We see a photo of Zeb, who is in Star Wars Rebels, which I thought was cool to see him again in live action. We see Rada the Hutt, fully grown up, fighting in a gladiator pit, who is voiced by Jeremy Allen White. I believe the only photo that we saw originally was like the little baby photo of him, but in this you see him like throwing his arms up in victory for him.
That's cool.
I'm just going to be so interested to see how that voice acting goes for that. I'm like, he's going to be like, hey, cousin. Like, nah.
I don't know, dude.
I want to see how a Hutt can fight. Just rolling on people.
What if they're like sneaky fast and we've just never seen it?
So Rhoda the Hutt he's either the Hutt.
Yeah. He's lineage of some sort, family. I don't know how.
The Hutt.
So wait, this is set...
The Hutties.
This is set
I'm pretty sure it's short for Hutties or something like that.
They're Hutties?
I didn't know that.
I think so. I'll fact check it.
Dude, what if they're sneaky fast? That's like getting me. I'm like, they've just been hiding it and they only use it when they need to.
They're like a lizard or a snake.
Jabba the Hutt family tree.
Boy, while you gather that information,
I wonder how we... I know you're thinking of how we got here today.
The Hutt family tree. So, while Cameron's looking that up, moving us into our Marvel section of the news from D23 / just news of the week for Marvel. A lot of Doomsday stuff, which I thought was really awesome. I mean, we're going to get that stuff nonstop with same thing with like Spider-Man Brand New Day. But the big news from D23 was there was an update video. There was a lot of like fake stuff out there that you had to be
there was a I don't mean to cut you off, my bad.
No, you're good.
There was a like little montage video.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we only heard there's like a voice leak of it, but I know New Rockstars did a really good job of visualizing it for us, and so shout out New Rockstars once again. But they're all scenes from like old movies, like old MCU movies, and when I say MCU, I am including the old X-Men movies now, since it's all one.
Yeah, it's canon
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, since it's canon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they're all like important lines from
the movies.
Characters that are going to pop up in the movie, like people that got announced already on the cast chairs and stuff.
Cyclops, right?
Yeah, Cyclops, Professor X,
Magneto,
from like X-Men 2, X-Men 1. I don't believe Magneto had a role or had a voice in it, but like, and then obviously a whole bunch of Avengers stuff. A lot of Shuri. I heard Shuri had like 2 lines apparently, like 2 big lines.
I think she's gonna have a big role in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's leading some type of like she has like a main important role in this. Yeah,
yeah.
There's a lot of groups, but
yeah, there's gonna be a bunch. What'd you find, Cameron? I'm interested.
Oh, he's Jabba's son.
He's Jabba the Hutt's son?
Apparently.
Jabba had a kid?
Yeah.
With who?
That's another conversation. Hold on.
No, didn't Jabba have a wife?
Yeah, but like...
He had a wife?
Yes.
This is off of Wikipedia.
The
trusted source.
Trusted source right there, dude.
Well, in the pod racing scene, isn't he with his wife? Am I tripping?
Rada nicknamed
honestly, I thought he was
by his father, and also
I thought he was into the
was
blue,
a male Hutt
the blue,
and son of Jabba.
Or is he by himself?
I thought he was into the whole blue thing.
Rada was taken during the Clone Wars when he was a baby. He was secretly kidnapped by the Confederacy of Independent Systems.
You're so
which
right.
was orchestrated by Count
was this
Dooku.
in the Clone Wars? Was this
I
in the
think
Clone
so.
Wars TV show?
It's been so long since I've watched it. My God,
Plot was meant to discredit the Jedi Order,
Count Dooku just starring,
but the
random
Jedi
shit,
were
dude.
able to rescue him. He was kidnapped by Asajj Ventress and
He
taken
was
to the
in the
planet
Clone Wars
Teth.
It makes sense.
The rescue team was Anakin and Ahsoka Tano that saved him.
I'm starting
Yep.
to remember this a lot.
Yeah, Ahsoka's
Okay.
holding him. That's where we see the baby photo. I remember now.
Shoot. All right, back to the Doomsday stuff.
Good to know. Sorry. Pardon the interruption. Just needed that hut news.
We needed that. That's crazy.
So, from the video message update from the Russo brothers and a surprise appearance from Paul Rudd, we get the following information. Paul Rudd at one point mentions that the sets that they're shooting this movie on are absolutely jaw-dropping, which is really cool to see. I mean, we've seen quite a few leaks and quite a few things that we've talked about already that, yeah, that would probably make my jaw drop too if I saw that working on set. Alongside with this, the Russo brothers did confirm at one point in the video that this is quite literally the biggest movie that they've ever done, which is really cool to hear because knowing that they've done Infinity War and Endgame, they're trying to one-up themselves.
I mean, they've done the 4 best MCU movies, you could say.
Yeah, arguably, for sure. Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame,
Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a topic of discussion for sure.
And Russos we trust.
Moving along a little bit, there was an interview via Variety with Channing Tatum, who will be playing or portraying Gambit again in Doomsday, in which he was able to share a little bit of information. I think it was kind of like quick little questions they were asking him about it. At one point, he did say Gambit will not go full Cajun like he did in Deadpool. It were to the point where it became kind of a joke to some extent, but I think that's really good, to be honest with you. I think that Gambit is an insane character. Like, I mean, seeing it
was
X-Men,
a little too much in
Deadpool
and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And Wolverine. A little too much.
But did it fit the movie? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it 100%. It fit. Yeah, it like I said, it was a great portrayal. It was probably the best portrayal we had, live action. Might be the only second portrayal of Gambit we've ever had, but
dude, X-Men
like
97
he was
Gambit,
serious. I mean, he was serious in like the fight scene.
100%, yeah.
And he had
it looks sick.
He had the coolest fight scenes, dude.
Yep. That's what makes me so excited for Doomsday with that.
He just dies in the first
10
minutes.
You don't. Cameron, you haven't seen X-Men 97, huh?
Mm-mm.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
okay,
I want to see that.
No, he dies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the level of Gambit that I want to see in this movie. I want to see, ultra badass Gambit in this film. And then also in the interview, he did confirm that he's going to have a pretty big fight scene with Doctor Doom, which I thought was really interesting.
He actually said that?
Yes.
Yeah, he said his stunt double's doing a lot of work right now with.
I know because he hurt his back.
He hurt his back or leg or something. Yeah, one of the two.
That's crazy.
But that's.
Yeah, he's for sure dying.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
I didn't know that at all.
What if they do like a parallel to the X-Men 97 part?
No, he's.
Dude, we've seen props of like the Sentinels in this set.
Well, if they're bringing some type of X-Men universe into it, I would assume Sentinels.
We're about to see Steve Rogers and Gambit die in like the first 10 minutes.
Be crazy.
I do want to talk about that real quick.
No, that's okay.
Has your Ranger Captain America?
No.
Like, I fully believe Captain America will die in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
100%.
If not, I saw this theory. I forgot who said it.
About his son.
I saw a little bit about his son. I didn't look too much into it, but like how he might be the future.
Yeah.
Captain America in a time skip.
Yeah.
Or whatever. No, I was talking about like how Captain America might actually have a bigger role in the movie than we thought. Just like obviously the main one is like we're talking about like he caused the incursions and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like a theory going around that like Doctor Doom kills Peggy.
Yeah.
And then Captain America like ends up like he has to like get away or whatever.
And the Avengers are protecting him.
Yeah, and he ends up using the last of the Pym particles to get away because he still has some left because he didn't use it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So freaking
Bro could have just gone back.
Or he just had fun one day and just like, let me just shrink a little bit and just run around.
He's all shrinking cars and stuff, dude.
just playing pranks on people in their 40s or 50s.
They're like, whoa! He
Dude
turns into Doctor Strange.
Dude wanted
he's
to be like
his code
Termite
name.
from The Boys.
Austin, no, why'd
Yep.
you ever take in that
No, Austin.
direction?
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it!
He's doing some
Woo!
crazy.
Cap.
He's doing some crazy. He's doing some crazy stuff with Peggy.
Don't take it that direction.
Captain Rizzler, not Captain
America.
Yeah.
That's America's ass.
That's America's ass. There it is. Anyway, transitioning
He
forward.
shrinks Peggy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, no.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
You haven't seen Gen V, so it's like.
I'm done.
Okay,
Sorry.
we're good.
Go
Moving forward, we also
we're canceled.
Yeah, exactly. We've been canceled before we've become big so many times.
It
They're
happens.
gonna clip us so bad eventually, but it's okay.
Hopefully.
Are we all having a good time? That's cool.
Oh, having a great time.
Yeah. So our first release of the Marvel Zombies trailer came out yesterday, and boys, let me tell you, this looks great. Like,
Did everyone watch it? Did we all three of us watch it? Right?
We all watched it, I believe. Yep. Did you not watch it, Max?
I watched it multiple times.
Man,
When you guys told me it was rated R in the last podcast, which I had no clue it was going to be rated R or rated MA.
TVMA.
Dude.
And then the very beginning is just an arrow going through the TVMA sign and going into a zombie's head. And I was like, the boys were right once again, dude. And I was like, let's freaking go.
The freaking music with this trailer got me so amped. Like, I mean, for me, the part that stood out was Spider-Man swinging and chopping all of the zombies' like heads off, and then the music cutting.
Was it chopping off, or was the webs like stuck to their heads and he ripped off all their heads?
He ripped them off.
I think he ripped them off. Yeah.
Okay, then that's even cooler in my opinion. Like, but
which he could absolutely do in real life.
Exactly.
In live action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when the music cut out at that point, I was just like, because they wanted to like freeze it, and you're just like, take a look at this. This is where we're going with this. You see the blood like dripping out of all the
dude. It's they're making it known it's TVMA, and I'm like, I'm so excited.
It's going to be sick. Which it releases on September 24th. Each episode is going to be 40 to 60 minutes long. On quote, it's been noted as essentially a mini event, like a broken up movie. They wanted to. Which it doesn't really make sense because all 4 episodes release on the same day. It's like, if you're going to just release it, you can piece it all together.
Yeah. A part of me wishes it was released in October.
Listen, Austin, I know you love Spider-Man, but I think the highlight of that trailer was Blade Night.
No, that was dope.
Come on. The best
that
part
was definitely the point, for sure.
We finally get Mahershala Ali as Blade.
Not voicing him, though.
Oh, was he not voicing him?
He's not voicing him.
It sounded just like him.
Yeah, so the voice actor, I guess, apparently did a really great job.
I literally thought it was him.
Yeah, but going into that, actually, real quick, the confirmed people that are voicing their respective roles are Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Florence Pugh.
I don't get that because she's a zombie, but okay.
They might have a flashback. It is a different. So
yeah, true.
From the trailer, even though it's shot in like the what if visuals, it is a different iteration.
Which is weird because they have a lot of the same characters. They have a
lot of the same characters, but then there's some characters that are alive. Yeah, and there's some characters that are alive, like that died in the what if show. So it it's a little bit different, but yeah. So we have Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Florence Pugh as Yelena, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. Obviously, we get him in the very beginning, and then we get like a little fight scene with him in the trailer. Awkwafina reprising her role as Katie, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Haley Steinfeld, which I'm happy we're getting her back.
We know, Max.
Shut up, dude. Come on, Haley Steinfeld. If you're watching this, I know you're happily married to Josh Allen, and I'm happy for you.
He had a cool scene on Hard Knocks where he got to. I know you don't want to hear this, but he got
talk
to talk
about that. How he cried watching Sinners. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would cry too if I saw my wife.
Yeah.
Movie.
Wyatt Russell, is coming back, which is good. He's voicing him. Randall Park, who voices
Jimmy Woo.
What is he? The CIA officer?
FBI?
CIA agent?
FBI.
Or CIA?
agent.
Yeah, one of the two. Forget.
We get Aman Vellani back as Miss Marvel.
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala Khan.
Kamala?
And then we get Dominic Thorne as Ironheart. Yeah, Riri Williams. So
dope.
there's gonna be a lot of the MCU people are voicing their characters, which I think is super dope. But yeah, like Cameron said,
That part
scene
was
Blade.
sick. Yeah.
Come on,
Fighting ghosts. That was sick.
dude. Him
Insane.
chopping up what's his face, Hank Pym.
Yeah.
And Janet Van Dyne. Bro, slicing them.
Do you
Fruit
guys wish they
Ninja.
would have saved that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I watched the first time I was watching. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't watch this all the way through. And then I ended up watching it like 6 times.
But I think
the
thing that makes me optimistic is if they're showing us this stuff, there's got to be more. Like that's even better.
Well, like you said, each episode's around 4. Even as safe, it's the lowest at 40 minutes.
Right.
They showed us a minute and 30 seconds, a minute,
roughly.
a minute and some change, maybe 2 minutes of footage.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it, from what it looks like it's like the beginning of it. Like they show San Francisco a lot, which I think Shang-Chi is going to have a huge part in it.
Yeah.
It looks like that's like the last place they attack, basically.
Yeah.
It'd be terrifying.
I don't know if San Francisco's the best place for it to be the last place. You know, like you're stuck on an island. San Francisco's an island, basically.
Essentially,
so
yeah.
It's like, that would. I'm excited for it though. I can't wait.
Crazy. But that's. I mean, if you haven't seen the trailer, give it a watch. It's totally worth a minute and 30 seconds of your life, especially if you're into that type of thing. But that's all the news I had. Took up quite a bit of time, but I felt like it was all pretty good
it was
information.
But it was good. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Moving on to our next topic, we're talking about like some future casts, some that have been confirmed, some that like we just want to go a little more into detail. Cameron, you want to start us off? I know like the first one we have is like we kind of mentioned a little bit in the last podcast.
We talked about it a little bit. Obviously, we kind of said a couple things like, oh, we could play this guy, but we didn't really go into it. But Marvel casted, was it Tramell or Tramell?
Yeah.
Tramell Tillman and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And obviously there's a lot of theories about like who we could be playing. I mean, there's obviously Tombstone, there's Norman Osborn, which we could see just from based off the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated series. But yeah, what were you guys thinking? What would he be best as, you think?
Hopefully I want him to be a main villain.
Yeah.
If not, somehow a main character in Peter Parker's life, in this new Peter Parker's life, obviously.
Yeah.
Like some type of older mentor he could go to without it being obviously the Punisher or
that's not the best.
Or like Angry Hulk. You know, like I hope he's like kind of like just a human figure if we don't get him as a big bad. I don't want him to be to be just like a side character for like 2 seconds. Like
he's too good of an actor.
Like a teacher or something. Like
I mean,
unless he's like a professor and then he's like a cool professor, like and they give him a relationship like how in the comics, Spider-Man had a relationship with, oh my gosh, how about if he's Connors? Yeah, Kirk Connors.
I'll do you one better.
Do me better.
What?
What if he is you pay me rent guy?
Oh, that'd be sick. That would be so sick. You pay me rent?
You pay rent.
What if he's Doc Ock? There's just so many ways. Dude, like yeah, they could do whatever. Like, but like you said, he shouldn't. I said the same thing, and we all said the same thing about Christian Bale and Thor: Love and Thunder. Too good of an actor to be wasted.
Yeah, I just don't want him to be a throwaway character.
I don't either. It would be such a waste.
If he's like Kirk Connors, like that would actually be sick to me.
Be sick. That would be really dope.
But
who knows?
Who knows what school Peter's going to? Did he drop out of his college yet?
Well, he was doing his GED, so yeah, we don't know what college he's going to go to or if he's going to.
NYCC. New York Community College.
They're going to look at, I'm sure he's going to have to look at transcripts and like, where is all his transcripts at?
Yeah,
like
who are you? Peter Parker?
Yeah.
We have a Peter Parker car.
Yep. We have a Miles Morales.
If you're saying future jokes that are in the movie, I'm going to freak out, dude.
It's going to happen. We're going to get one at least, for sure.
If he ends up being the guy that says,
you pay me rent? we deserve some sort
I
of
will
royalties.
actually probably punch Cameron in the like shoulder or
You pay me rent?
Oh my.
Well, I mean, we kind of already, at the end of No Way Home, the guy that let him into the apartment, I mean, he said rent's due at the first of the month. I mean, but that doesn't mean he's the
same dude
the-
who's going to be the same dude.
That could
We'll
just be
just recast.
anyone. Yeah. Retcon that dude and then just,
What do you mean? That's always been him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we really like actually saw the guy. We just heard his voice.
We saw apartment manager's arm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Moving on to the next one, which I think we already talked about this one a little bit too in the last pod, but obviously there's talks of Elizabeth Olsen returning as Scarlet Witch. It's kind of already been said that they have plans to keep her past Secret Wars, which I think is a great idea. But obviously, soft reboot, we don't know what's going to happen. But do you guys agree keeping her is probably the best decision, or do you guys think recasting her is better?
Keeping.
I think keeping her is the best bet.
Yeah. She plays Wanda so well.
Yeah, and like we talked about her in the most emotional moments and stuff, and like she's really, really great. That being said, if she really is done like if she doesn't want to play Scarlet Witch anymore, totally fine.
Makes sense.
I'm like, just 100%. Reboot it. Yeah. And I don't think I would bat an eye. I would probably be like, okay, cool. At least we got like if she really did like die, you know,
right?
Then it is what it is. You know, I'm like, okay, well,
I think that she gives me the same vibe for that character as like Hugh Jackman for Wolverine. I would feel really weird if they recasted her. That
especially with the direction of her kids and stuff too. Like that's the only setback I have. Would I be surprised if they bring in a new Elizabeth Olsen or a new Scarlet Witch cameo from the X-Men universe? Like a more comic accurate one. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
and I would like it. So
yeah, I think that they'll stick. I think she'll stick as the Scarlet Witch for sure. But
yeah,
I mean, she showed off such range too with her acting. Like, I felt like she showed us like as this person that didn't really know what to do with her power, and then progressively like learned, you know, throughout all the movies, and then we get to the point like where you said we see her at her lowest points where she's like in physical pain because of how sad she is, and that was like really significant for me on why she's a good person or like a good choice for that role.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, obviously talking about recasts, we've had a lot of. I mean, this is kind of similar, but there's been some recasts in Marvel. I mean, it's not MCU, but kind of is. Obviously, Chris Evans, Human Torch to Captain America.
Yeah.
We've had a War Machine recast. Don Cheadle is the new War Machine. We had before Terrence Howard, which he made more money than RDJ in that movie, which is crazy.
So funny.
Hilarious.
Good agent.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some smaller ones, like they recasted Scott Lang's daughter. There's been a lot of recasts.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't necessarily call this a recast. It's just more of casting an actor as a different repurposing. Yeah. So obviously RDJ, Iron Man, now Doctor Doom. But do you guys think this is one of the boldest moves they've done, or kind of?
You know what's crazy about this question? I don't think we actually talked about the significant impact of that decision, like on the pod. Have we talked about how crazy it is?
We might have, because I remember when we were all watching like Twitter and watching the videos that were posted when he was announced at was it Comic-Con last?
Yes,
not last year, but the year before that.
It was last year.
Last year.
Yeah, 2024.
And I remember we were just all talking about it and going crazy, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we talked about it on a podcast.
I feel like we did.
I still think it's bold. I don't know the direction they're going in. I really don't with Robert Downey Jr.'s character. I don't know how they're going to connect it. I see a whole bunch of different theories, but then a lot of the theories get debunked. And like usually sometimes when theories get debunked, it's like, okay, well, anything could happen. But it's like these debunks actually make sense. I'm like, why it shouldn't work. So I'm interested in it. I like the idea of it. I just don't know where it would actually go.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we might all feel the same thing, but
yeah, I agree.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
We've had, I don't know if it was recently or I know he's made
it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, in the interview.
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Kevin Feige came out, basically said Miles Morales off the table. Do you guys disagree that this is right for kind of the MCU moving forward?
And screw Sony.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
It's almost like the Robert Downey Jr. thing. I just don't know the direction they would put, like, where to put Miles Morales. I know he's obviously he goes into the universe in the Secret Wars comic and stuff.
Yes.
And that's like his big introduction to that to like the main canon universe of it. But I don't know how it would work. I think
it's. I mean, I like it. I think it's smart. I think kind of throwing him in the mix right now, I think would be way too much because
we're just getting a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
movie,
and with Miles Morales, like he's not a character that you can just throw in and just like give little screen time to, and they need to do a lot. So I think it's better to just hold off. Plus,
I agree with you.
They don't know Shamik Moore. No offense. I mean, he's not going to be the live action.
No,
I don't think they're going to do that. So obviously, it's going to take some time to find the right person. Make sure he really fits that mold of Miles Morales. So I mean, it could be a little while. It could be till like 2030 something that we get Miles Morales in our MCU.
Yeah, it's probably in the back of Kevin Feige's head. He'd probably I don't care.
Yeah, he's got his priorities, and that's obviously probably towards the bottom, but it's there. He's just
my prediction for it. I think he's going to get introduced in the part 2 of Secret Wars. I think he'll come in after that, or like right around there, because
and credit scene.
No, maybe in the first one, like because it's supposed to be split, right, between part 1 and
Possibly.
part 2.
Possibly,
yeah.
It was originally supposed to be a part 1 Secret Wars, part 2 Secret Wars.
Right.
Yeah, but
if that's still the case,
I think Doomsday might be like the part 1.
Yeah.
From what.
Just make both of them 3 hours.
Call it a day, dude. I would love it.
Yeah.
But my speculation on that is I think that because the Spider-Verse movie comes out in 2027, Secret Wars also comes out in 2027. From what I've heard, Sony has said do not think about using him until after that movie, which makes sense because that film's finale.
To tell. Yeah, exactly. They have a story to tell, so it's like, who knows what. It might be another $1 billion movie, and Sony might be like, you know what, we're going to run with it some more.
Yep. Sorry. So, yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't be surprised. And they're doing great job. They're doing great with Spider-Man, the actual Spider-Man characters.
Right. And
we'll see what happens.
I mean, like, ultimately, you think of the negotiation that has to go into Spider-Man himself with Tom Holland. If they see the potential with Miles doing the same thing, I wouldn't be surprised for them to be like, hey, you can have you could use him for sure, but we're not going to give that up. Like, the royalties and everything that comes with that, I can only imagine that they're already thinking, 10 steps ahead for it, being like, they're going to need to use him at some point. And like you said, it may be at the back of Kevin Feige's mind, and he's fine with that. But if they really see that opportunity to introduce him into Secret Wars, I could see them doing it there after the Spider-Verse movie comes out, especially if it has sort of a connection in any way to Spider-Man Tom Holland. I think that would be a really good segue into it.
Yeah, moving on, got some couple DC ones. I'm going to combine these two because this character is rumored to be in this movie, but obviously we have a new Supergirl, Millie Alcock.
Yep.
We saw her at the end of Superman, obviously drunk, just came back from Bizarro Worlds, Square Sun. And we have Jason Momoa now as a villain in the DC as Lobo, supposed to be in Supergirl. So how do you guys feel about that casting? Do you think them kind of bringing Jason Momoa, kind of like how they did with RDJ, Marvel with RDJ now? Do you think it's the right move? Do you think they should have just kind of let Jason Momoa just move on?
No, I think it's the right move. I think it's first we talk about Millie Alcock.
Mm-hmm.
She's great in House of Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel, I guess. She's fantastic in it. And so that's the only project I've seen her in, unfortunately, but she's super, super good in it. So I like it. The 40 seconds we got of her in Superman was great. I love the fact that she's getting drunk on a planet with a red sun just so she could get drunk because she's dealing with all the emotional trauma of losing her planet and losing everyone and everything she knows. So I like it. I think and I didn't read Supergirl, Girl of Tomorrow. I think that's a comic line or something like that. I haven't read that yet, but I heard it's super emotional, and I heard that's what it's going to be based off of. Hopefully, not too much, because I think Crypto dies in the comic book, or in the comic line. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited that Jason Momoa is playing Lobo. He's wanting to play Lobo for so long.
Yeah.
Even when he was playing Aquaman, he's like, his dream role was Lobo. Like, he said it before he got cast as Aquaman.
It's a way better fit than Aquaman.
Yeah.
He's already like a live action Lobo. Like, he rides Harleys. He death metal drinks. I'm like, that is like a perfect casting for him. So I'm excited to see, because I don't know how much of a villain he will actually be in the movie. I don't know what role he's going in, because he plays like kind of like an anti-hero, or like the actual character of Lobo is like an anti-hero, but like he really doesn't care about anything other than like himself. And so I think he just fits the role perfect. I think he fits the role better than what I originally thought. Like, when he got cast as Aquaman, I was like, what?
I agree.
That makes zero sense. But he ended up playing like a good Aquaman. He was probably one of my favorite parts in the DCEU. So yeah, I'm excited about this, and like James Gunn is like really excited about it too. So like, I like his vision so far of everything. So that's
for sure.
I mean, that was like one of their first announcements, from what I remember. Like, Jason's playing Lobo. He's not playing Aquaman. Like, and it's so cool to see that work out for him, because, like you said, he has been adamant on wanting to play that role for a really, really long time. Like, I remember hearing that interview. I believe it was an interview where he said, like, my dream character is Lobo, but Aquaman's a cool, essentially like a cool second. So, but yeah, I love both the castings. I think that Millie Alcock is going to play Supergirl very well, and Jason Momoa is like the perfect portrayal of that character of Lobo. So,
random side note, I think it's hilarious that the director of Aquaman was James Wan, who's literally known for directing and writing horror films.
Yeah.
Which I think is just so funny.
But do you remember that scary ass scene in Aquaman when they're in the trench?
Yeah, yep.
And
with
the trench monsters
lighting it up, and like you could see
the monsters come out, whatever. I'm like, yo, dude. And I think it was a canceled project. Like, he was supposed to do a movie just about that, right?
Trench.
Like,
oh wow.
The trench. And
I believe it was a canceled project when it was a whole DCEU thing. I was still shocked by it, but then I was like, when I saw that scene, I was like, holy, because that scene actually scared me in theaters. I was fully like, what the, like, where did that come from? You know,
it's like when he's just standing on the boat and it's raining, and then he looks up when the lightning flashes, and you could see one of the trench monsters like on like the boat just sitting there.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh heck no, that's terrifying.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. That's why I don't want to go in the water, dude. I don't ever want to go on a cruise. Like,
for me,
just a cruise line getting attacked by the trench monsters.
Yeah,
it's like you're on the Disney cruise. It's like the Avengers themed Disney cruise. They just all attack. No, I won't. No. Yeah, they're. But do you guys have any other feedback for Jason Momoa?
I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be great. Do you guys have any? I mean, we kind of pretty much wrapped it.
Yeah, we covered.
We had some other questions, but I think we kind of covered it all.
Right.
I don't like just going into more of like. I want to say like. I want to see more. Hopefully, in the Supergirl movie, we see more of David. Like, I want to see David Cornsweet in it.
Yeah.
Kind of like as a mentor to her.
Yeah, some type of thing, because like she obviously means a lot to him.
Yes.
Because he was so adamant of saving Crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was it just because Crypto was it confirmed that Crypto's from?
I'm assuming he is. Maybe they just had a dog there, and when they sent each other in different pods, they sent her with Crypto in the pod as well. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm trying to think like how he would have. But like, I mean, it's tough because like, does Crypto have? heat vision? Does he have frost breath? Does he?
You know
I
he
think
does.
he has. I mean,
You know
technically,
he
I think
does.
he has all the same powers as
Yeah, he just haven't seen it yet. So I don't know.
So
I mean,
yeah, I would obviously though. Like, I want to see more David Cornsweet in it, just because, like, at least maybe even if it's like flashbacks to like year 2 or year 1, you know, maybe of whenever she decided to like land on Earth or whatever. I want to see that kind of backstory with her character.
yeah, them like reuniting with each other.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
emotional. I want to see that. That's like what I want to see. And then pretty. I mean, do you guys have any like fan casts for like characters you want to see in the DCU or Marvel?
I could never see anyone playing Wolverine besides Hugh Jackman, but I know a big one that everyone was trying to fan cast was Taron Egerton.
That would be
him.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would get another Wolverine, especially after
It's gonna
Deadpool
be so
Wolverine.
yeah.
I just don't know who would play him. Like, even like, I know we got Henry Cavill, but I don't know.
Me and Austin
You know?
actually just talked about this the other day, but I forget the actor's name, but the guy who plays Adrian in Peacemaker,
Oh yeah,
Vigilante,
Deadpool?
as Deadpool.
Yeah. If they ever recasted Ryan
If they
Reynolds.
ever decided to recast, yeah,
he's
got the humor for it.
So-
and
since we're all caught up except for episode 2, obviously. For me, do you guys think he's a funnier character than Deadpool?
yes, he's a different kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think
it's different humor.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think he's actually like because he's not breaking the third third wall, whatever. What is it? He's breaking the
fourth
what is it?
wall. Yeah,
The fourth wall. When a wall too
Numbers.
early, but it's like, I think that's what makes it like funnier, because it seems more real instead of him just like. I mean, I guess I'm contradicting myself because breaking the fourth wall is pretty real, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it seems more like in the moment than.
Oh, just wait till you see a scene in episode 2.
Does he break the fourth wall?
No, not the fourth wall, but it's just hilarious.
I was like, please God, no.
I bring up something about him reminding me of someone, and then literally like seconds later, like embodies that. I'm like,
Cameron was watching it and he goes, "Man, he reminds me of," and then I was like, "Oh, just wait." I was like, "Oh, just wait."
Shoot, I'm gonna watch it right after.
Yeah, you have to.
yeah,
No. Yeah, there was actually news. I don't know why I can't think of the actor's name, but Mr. Dwight Schrute.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah,
Dude,
Rainn
as
Wilson
Plastic Man.
wants to play Plastic Man so
I know.
bad.
I saw that. I was like, "No, that would be so sick."
I'm like, okay, like, I don't know how that would actually work out. I know I thought David Cornsweet was playing Plastic Man in the movie, but I'm trying to pull up. So people are like saying like who would be like the perfect like Plastic Man, and like in my head he's not any of the, like, I don't think he could play the character. Like, I'm sure he could play the character. Don't get me wrong. I think his acting chops are up there. But I just don't know like if it would fit. Like, a big one I saw was Ben Schwartz playing Plastic Man.
Yeah.
And I think that is perfect. Like, I think he's better than like Andy Samberg, Rainn Wilson. Like, I think Pete Schwartz would be, or Ben Schwartz would be
Schwartz.
I think you should make it a tradition now, Max. Kind of like how New Rockstars did with Mephisto and everything. That in every DC trailer we get, you got to make a Plastic Man.
I will. He's in there already. I already know he's there. I don't know why James Gunn keeps playing with my emotions when it comes to it. And I don't want to. I'm not petitioning myself to play Plastic Man, because I think I would just be like a round ball the whole time. But Plastic Man's somewhere there. He's gonna be like, I swear, when we get him, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, I've been here the whole time." I have a feeling, dude. My money's still on him being Superman as Plastic Man. But
Oh my God.
You know what? I remembered the other person for. Sorry, don't mean to segue this to a different thing. We were talking about Batman earlier and how it was Alan Ritchson, Jensen Ackles, and oh my God, what was the other one's name? Other person's name?
Tyler Hoechlin.
Yes.
Well, obviously, and we have the one dude too.
Are you gonna say the person that I?
Was that what you were about to say?
I saw one where they put the dude that plays Robb Stark from Game of Thrones. That would be kind of cool. And he also plays what's his name in the Eternals?
Yeah, he's also, if it's the same character. No, I'm thinking of a different character. But yeah, I think that he would be great.
That would be a great casting for Batman.
I'm such a fan of him, and I can't think of his name, and I don't know why.
The other person you're thinking of?
Is it the guy that plays Icarus in Eternals?
Icarus,
Austin?
yes.
Okay.
Watch, I got you, Max. Portrayed by the heck? Why is it not popping up?
I typed in Rob Stark. Richard Madden, yeah.
There you go.
He's great. He was great in Eternals.
He's a phenomenal actor. Like,
he was great in Eternals. I think he's perfect. Let him be our Batman.
He could play, like, if not Batman, someone in the DCU, I feel like.
Yeah, he's great. But no, I don't know why I'm blanking on the dude that's been like highly fan casted for him. I don't know why we didn't mention him.
Younger or older?
Younger dude. The dude that's in the Blake Lively movie, dude.
Jacob Elordi? No. I saw.
Please, no.
Yeah, no.
I like Jacob Elordi. I just don't want him playing Batman.
I think he'll end up getting a role in the MCU at some point. I don't know who.
I can see that.
I could see it. When they recast.
Well, do you see how freaking huge he is right now?
He's jacked. Yeah.
For
Wuthering Heights?
He-Man? Is it He-Man?
Yeah, He-Man.
I don't know. He-Man Master of the Universe?
Euphoria Season 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why I literally can't think of... What's the movie with Blake Lively, dude? It Ends With Us? Is that what it's called?
Green Lantern?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Is that what the movie's called? It Ends With Us?
Green Lantern?
Yes, Green Lantern.
Not Green Lantern, dude.
Deadpool.
Brandon Sklenar?
Skellner?
Brandon
Skellner?
Bill Skarsgård? Yeah.
No,
that'd be sick.
Brandon, look it up. Google it, guys, right now.
Yeah,
Pennywise,
I've seen that one too. I remember.
That's like the main one. Everyone's like, okay, cool, let him be Batman.
Brandon Skellner.
It's Sklenar, dude. It's for sure Sklenar. See? Yeah, it needs to be. Watch you.
Sklenar. Oh, he's from New Jersey. It's not Sklenar. It's Sklenar.
Yeah, I think, dude, hopefully Alan Ritter. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, Austin, you've watched Jack Reacher.
Yeah, he literally is Batman without
amazing show.
A suit.
Yeah. So
Castle, dude.
I saw what's his name? Glenn Powell as Booster Gold.
Yeah, I just saw that too. I think that would be cool.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
He'll get something in the MCU too, I think, at some point.
Yeah, MCU or DC. Yeah, I think they're big people, dude. I'm sure, especially with a reboot, a soft reboot.
Yeah.
Restart, refresh, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
Maybe Glenn Powell could be
Captain America.
Our better Adam Warlock.
You didn't like...
I like Will Poulter's Betrayal. I don't think they're going to bring him back.
Yeah.
Will Poulter's a great actor too.
He is a great actor. I just I'm so confused after the end of Guardians 3, like of what's going to happen.
I'm still on Dylan O'Brien playing Nightwing.
That would be sick.
Dylan O'Brien, Teen Wolf legend.
I saw a couple of Robin ones too, like fan casts.
Yeah, dude, I think I'm excited for the DCU more so than the MCU when casting right now, except for obviously the new X-Men that they're casting.
Right.
Which I think it is confirmed that they are casting already for the new X-Men. Who's it? Jake Schreider, right? Is like the director of the movie. Yeah, so I think he confirmed that they started casting or whatever. But besides that, I don't really I guess I don't care about anything else like that casting wise that Marvel's doing.
Yeah.
But the DCU, since it's so fresh and there's so many different possibilities, and James Gunn is like literally making everything, it seems like. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what actors decide to fall into there. It's like been known where like the MCU, if you signed on with MCU, you're signed on to a long deal. It's a big money maker. You know, you're kind of set up, like, even if you're a new person, you're going to be set up for success later on. You know, people are going to know you from the MCU. So I think now it's DCU's turn to do it, and I'm more excited to see the DCU side of casting since it's in its early stages still. Yeah,
the potential and trajectory is comparable to MCU, and I think that's where Hollywood, like the elites and like the high level, you know, top of the line actors and actresses are very adamant on wanting to play these roles, like Alan Ritchson, Jensen Ackles. Like they're being vocal about wanting to play Batman because they see the success of Superman, and they're like, oh, they have someone that's really about it. Not to say that the other people that produced DC weren't, but it's like James Gunn, he's gonna make sure it's good.
Yeah. Well, then, yeah, I guess we'll finish off by like, I'm going to ask you guys this last question. Do you think with like the MCU starting their refresh and the DCU obviously starting their whole universe, do you guys think the respective studios should cast younger people that are like new to Hollywood, like basically like not like no names? Or do you think it should be like super heavy popular people?
I'm gonna base my answer off of how sports are treated. I think anything will be successful with a young core, but also some veteran presence.
Yep, 100%.
That's how sports are. I think, yes, you can cast a bunch of young people. Obviously, they got to be, I think they need to have a good resume, what they've done. But then you need like your big hitters, your really famous actors, actresses that people are going to go to the theater for.
That's actually perfect, Cameron, because that's like how I think the X-Men should be.
Yeah.
I think the new X-Men should be a whole bunch of new people, and then maybe like Professor X and Magneto be well-known actors.
Yeah.
And the rest just like new, young, fresh people that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, that would be sick.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool. Well, that kind of wraps up everything I had for the podcast today.
Sweet.
Do you guys have anything else you guys want to add on?
Think we're good.
Cool.
Don't think so.
Well, yeah. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode. If you guys have fan casts, please drop them in the comments below. Who you guys want to see as important characters in the DCU or the MCU? Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow us on the Hero Brew podcast on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
All the above.
All the above.
Etc.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for brewing with us, everyone. Thanks,
Appreciate
boys.
you
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Cheers.
Peace.